What do you really need to fix before you sell your home in the Louisville area? And why this question stresses sellers out so much. Hi, I'm David Hiddle, your real estate specialist doing business as Shop Kentucky Homes LLC with United Real Estate Louisville. And one of the most stressful questions that homeowners ask before selling is this one. What do I actually need to fix before I sell my house? Because nobody wants to waste money. Nobody wants to over-renovate a home that they're moving out of. And nobody wants to lose buyers because of something they should have taken care of ahead of time. So let's walk through what really matters when preparing a home to sell here in the Louisville market, what is worth fixing and what is usually not, and how to make smart decisions that protect your value. So why most sellers overthink this? The first thing I want to say is this right here. Most sellers think that they need to completely renovate their house before they list it. They think new kitchen, new baths, new flooring, new everything, and in most cases, that is not necessary. In fact, over-improving is one of the fastest ways to lose money when you go to sell your home. The goal is not to create a brand new house. The goal is to remove obstacles that stop buyers from feeling comfortable making an offer. So what do buyers actually care about first? So when a buyer walks into your home, they are subconsciously looking at three main things: condition, safety, and maintenance. They are asking themselves, does this house feel taken care of? Does anything look risky or expensive? And can I move in today without major stress? If the answer to those three questions is yes, most cosmetic imperfections suddenly matter a lot less. The top things that are usually worth fixing. So let's start with those items that almost always make sense to address before you list your property. First, anything related to safety. Loose railings, missing handrails, exposed wiring, broken steps, non-working smoke detectors. These items often come up during inspections and they can scare away buyers. Fixing them ahead of time protects your deal and avoids renegotiations later. Next is obvious deferred maintenance. Things such as leaky faucets, running toilets, broken doors or windows, missing trim, and peeling paint. These are small items, but buyers use them as signals. If they see little things neglected, they assume big things were neglected too. And that hurts your perceived value. Another big one is paint. Fresh, neutral paint is one of the highest return projects that you can do. Don't do bold colors. Don't try to do trendy colors. Light, neutral tones that make the home feel clean and bright. Paint alone often makes a home feel 10 years newer without a major investment. Here are some things that often matter more than sellers expect. Curb appeal is huge because first impressions matter. the lawn, the mulch, shrubs trimmed, front door clean or freshly painted, house numbers visible. Buyers decide how they feel about your home before they ever even walk inside. And curb appeal is one of the least expensive ways to improve that first impression. Lighting is another. Dark homes show poorly. Replacing outdated fixtures, adding brighter bulbs, and opening your blinds can completely change how a home feels without remodeling anything. Smell is also very important. Pet odors, smoke odors, or musty basements. These things can kill your deal instantly. And sellers often become nose blind to their own home. This is something I always evaluate carefully before we list a property. Now, what is usually not worth doing? Let's talk about what usually does not make sense for sellers to do. Full kitchen remodels, full bathroom remodels, major flooring replacements throughout the house. In most cases, you will not get your full investment back on big renovations right before selling your home. Buyers often want to personalize those spaces anyway. So unless something is broken or unsafe, cosmetic upgrades rarely deliver a strong return this late in your process. Highly personalized upgrades also rarely help. Things like custom wallpaper, very bold paint colors, luxury upgrades that don't match what the rest of the neighborhood is doing. These often limit your buyer pool instead of expanding it. And here's the inspection question that every seller should ask. Another big question is whether you should do a pre-inspection. The answer depends on the situation. In some cases, a pre-inspection is very helpful. It allows you to fix issues before buyers ever see them. It prevents surprises during negotiations, and it builds confidence with buyers. In other cases, it is not necessary. And this is something I decide on a case-by-case basis depending on the age, condition, and history of the home. So how do I help sellers decide what to fix? There is strategy here, and it really matters. Before I list a home, I walk through it with the seller and create what I call a return on effort plan. We look at what will buyers notice first. What inspection items are likely to come up? What improvements will protect their value? And what improvements are unnecessary? Sometimes the best plan costs a few $100s. Sometimes a few $1,000s. And sometimes the best plan is to do almost nothing. The key is not guessing. The key is making decisions based on the actual buyers who will be shopping in your price range and in your neighborhood. So why fixing the right things helps you net more? This is something most sellers do not realize. Fixing the right things doesn't just help your home sell. It often increases your final price. It reduces buyer objections. It shortens your days on market. It attracts stronger offers. And it reduces inspection renegotiations later. That combination usually leads to a smoother sale and a higher net profit. So here's some final advice before you go around fixing everything. Before you spend a single dollar preparing your home, I recommend you do this first. Have an experienced real estate specialist walk the home with you. Not to criticize it, not to sell you on renovations, but to help you prioritize. Because the wrong $5,000 project can be a waste, and the right $500 project can make you thousands. So if you are one of those people who are thinking about selling and you are not sure what to fix or what not to fix, I am happy to walk through your home with you and give you honest feedback based on today's Louisville market. I do not pressure and I don't obligate you on anything. Just a clear plan so that you don't waste money. I am David Hiddle, your real estate specialist doing business as Shop Kentucky Homes LLC. I'm with United Real Estate Louisville. And if this video has been helpful, please like it, please subscribe to my channel, and I will keep answering the real questions that Louisville homeowners are asking today before they sell.